Our team is trained to go through a number of different options with business owners in order to tailor it to their specific needs, depending on, if they're investing in a longer term asset or if it's a very short term need or whatnot, and help them keep their costs low, but ultimately making sure it's also easy to understand and convenient.
It's good to give our viewers a sense of how merchant growth works, what its mission is, and really to set it apart from counterparts in this space, as you mentioned, the alternative lending space.
Absolutely. Merchant Growth's mission is to bring Canadian business owners the most convenient and accessible financing experience. I talked earlier about my family members running their own companies and the long hours and the stress and so forth. And now as an entrepreneur myself, I've experienced it too, where you're wearing a lot of different hats. It's stressful, it's busy, and creating that convenient and accessible experience when seeking credit, it's a huge load off of business owners' shoulders to know that that's there, and to have a friendly, transparent, and convenient option there. That's a click away that'll allow them to, manage their cash and invest in their business at critical points in time. That's what our mission's all about. And we started out with one product essentially, but now we've got a whole suite of products from, variable payment credit options where a business owner repays a percentage of sales, or term loans and revolving lines of credit. So our team is trained to go through a number of different options with business owners in order to tailor it to their specific needs, depending on, if they're investing in a longer term asset or if it's a very short term need or whatnot, and help them keep their costs low, but ultimately making sure it's also easy to understand and convenient.
Great. You mentioned the number of products. If you don't mind giving an overview of some of the products, and perhaps even approaching this as if you're talking, over a beer with a business owner and this person's contemplating financing options. So how would the different products work for this specific business owner?
So one of the ways, if there's a specific amount of capital that's needed for a specific purpose, like a bulk inventory purchase or the startup cost for a new location, then what we can do is provide an upfront advance to the business. And that can be in the form of a loan, and they make fixed payments, daily or weekly fixed payments for a period of 6 to 18 months, depending on what their needs are. And another way to do it is through what I mentioned earlier, that variable payment option, where they could pay a percentage of sales. That works really great for seasonal businesses who might not want to pay as much of a payment during their slow season. And then if it's more of a having some capital available, we've got our line of credit product, and that functions just like a line of credit product would at a bank, except for the fact that it's much easier to obtain and very convenient to use. You log into a portal and schedule draws and repayments as it fits your business. So those are the main products we currently offer small businesses.
All right. And I was looking a little bit into this. If you don't mind letting us know a little bit about the Merchant Growth Opportunities Fund.
Yeah, so the Merchant Opportunities Fund, that's a funding vehicle that we put together in order to fund the portfolio that Merchant Growth was originating. We decided to split our business in that way, where we've got the operating company of Merchant Growth and the funding coming from Merchant Opportunities Fund. There's a number of reasons why we decided to do that. We felt it would be the best way to scale our business. And so the Merchant Opportunities Fund, there's a number of investors that invest in that fund. In fact, it's a couple hundred investors now. And it also has financing with a Canadian bank. And so for the first 6-7 years in the fund's life, it just funded that merchant growth portfolio. But in the last 5 years or so, it's also supported some other really great Canadian fintechs.